Last time, I talked about how narrow-mindedness can be harmful, both personally and collectively, as well as both directly and indirectly. To reinforce the point and look into it further, in this talk we'll explore the other end of the spectrum and examine why being open-minded is good for us, as well as how we can nurture more open-mindedness. Keep listening to learn more. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Growth Philosophy Podcast, a bite-sized weekly podcast focused on empowering you to think better and upgrade your life. So let's talk about open-mindedness. Open-mindedness is a state of mind where you are open to ideas and possibilities, even if or when they don't fit with your current beliefs and paradigm. So you're open to those ideas and possibilities even if they clash with your current beliefs and paradigm. That's the state of open-mindedness. It's a state of mind where curiosity is a primary logic and driver, as is humility. So remember those two, curiosity and humility. Curiosity is an important piece of the puzzle, since it helps you explore the unexplored and can even help you examine new ideas, even if they seem unbelievable or unimaginable. Curiosity plays a big role. And humility. Humility is another big piece of that open state of mind, since it helps you remember that no one knows everything and there's always more to learn and know. Open-mindedness isn't just limited to those traits, but those two certainly are the main ones. And they matter a lot, because how curious and humble you are will have a major impact on how open-minded you are. And there lies a big secret of getting better at adopting an open state of mind. Just be more curious and humble, or realistic about your own knowledge and its limits to be better at being open-minded. Well, so now you actually know potentially the biggest secret to becoming more open-minded. Just nurture more curiosity and be more humble. Adopting an open state of mind has many benefits, so it's a smart thing to work on. And the more you work on broadening your mind, the easier it gets to keep your mind open, and the easier it also gets to keep narrow-mindedness at bay. As for the benefits of open-mindedness, there are many. But since we are limited on time, let's quickly look at 5 of the big ones today. So here are 5 of the big benefits of being open-minded. Number 1, it helps you learn more and even learn better. Number 2, it helps you experience more. Number 3, it promotes good communication. Number 4, it promotes better mental health and reduces stress and anxiety. And number 5, it promotes creativity and innovation and even helps generate world-changing ideas. Let's look at them in more detail now. So one of the biggest benefits of adopting an open mind is that it helps you learn more. When you're curious and open-minded, it is easy to learn new things. Adopting an open state of mind can help you to learn better, even, as it is easier to learn new things when you're not limiting yourself to your existing beliefs and paradigms. Just imagine how difficult it would be for someone who staunchly believed that the earth is flat to learn anything that is in conflict with that idea. When you staunchly set on a certain idea or belief, it becomes hard to accept anything that clashes that idea or belief. Whereas for those with an open mind, it is easier to learn about any theories about the shape of the earth, be it flat or round or that of an irregularly shaped ellipsoid, which by the way is the the actual shape of the Earth. So another big benefit of being open-minded is that it enables you to experience more. Again, using the flat Earth example, if you believed in that paradigm, then venturing far would seem not just like an impossible idea, but even a dangerous one, since you could potentially fall off the edge of the Earth. Ridiculous as that sounds, that's the fate of anyone with a narrow state of mind, since having a narrow mind can hold you hostage to a very limited set of ideas and beliefs, no matter how wrong they might be. On the other hand, when you are open-minded, you are not limited by your narrow set of beliefs and can explore and examine pretty much everything. The whole world becomes your oyster when you're open-minded. Whereas when you're narrow-minded, the world can become a cloister. The world is an incredible, wonderful, and amazing place, and it is easier to experience its many wonders when you keep your mind open. A third big benefit of having an open mind is that it helps improve communication. You must have heard about active listening being the key to effective communication, right? Well, it is easier to actively listen, and I mean genuinely listen, when your mind is open. This is not just about promoting good communication. It also helps reduce conflict, helps improve relationships, and has a whole host of other positive spillover benefits. Good communication has lots of benefits, and open-mindedness promotes that. A fourth big benefit is that being open-minded helps improve your mental well-being. One of the biggest sources of stress in our lives, in anyone's life, is one's inability to accept changes. And that nearly always is a result of adopting a narrow state of mind. Conversely, when you keep your mind open, it becomes easier to accept and adapt to changes, and that, in turn, makes you more resilient and flexible. Being open-minded also makes it easier for you not to take things personally or let things get under your skin. It can even help you accept or just hear out ideas that oppose your current paradigm. These, in turn, make it even easier for you to stay calm and relaxed no matter what. And that's ultimately one of the best ways to stay positive and strong. So that's another big benefit, and here is a fifth one. A fifth big benefit of being open-minded is that it helps you to be more creative. Having an open mind enables you to examine lots of options and possibilities, even the ones that might seem irregular or impossible. Out-of-the-box ideas are often the heart and soul of incredible ideas and innovation, and that's pretty much impossible if you adopt a narrow state of mind and keep your mind closed. For example, if Henry Ford believed, like most people of his time did, that creating a car for the common people is impossible, we might not have cars today. Just imagine what that world would have been like. Pretty much every world-changing idea that came to life was deemed impossible at some point. Guess what the world would be like if those innovators were narrow-minded? Keeping your mind closed closes you off to opportunities and insights, whereas keeping your mind open opens up a whole world of possibilities. Open-mindedness clearly is good for you. Very good, in fact, since it has lots of positive impacts. On the other hand, narrow-mindedness, which is the opposite of open-mindedness, can actually be very, very bad for you, for lots of reasons. Listen to the last talk to learn more about the negative impact of narrow-mindedness and all the negative ways it can impact your life, both directly and indirectly, as well as the dangers it can pose to you. You know how you make it a point to not download or install stuff on your computer that you're not quite sure about, and how you will have programs like antivirus, anti-malware, anti-spyware, and other such softwares to keep your computer safe and problem-free? That's like a default mode for most of you, I imagine. It's like second nature by this point for most of us. You do these things, like we do these things without really thinking about it, or needing a checklist or anything like that. Although a checklist or reminder wouldn't be a bad idea. Anyway, between our 2 ears is the most powerful and incredible computer ever known to mankind. And just like how you stay vigilant and run antivirus to keep your computer virus free, you should run such diagnostics and be as vigilant and aware when it comes to your internal computer/operating system too. Because when your computer or laptop or phone gets infected, it's pesky, but can be fairly easily fixed. However, when your internal operating system gets infected, the negative impact can be far-reaching and can even negatively impact you for the rest of your life. It's far-reaching. What's worse, though, is that a virus like narrow-mindedness can often spread to others. It's infectious, and even if it doesn't, it can still harm others, which means that the threat posed by it is multifaceted, can impact many, and as such, it's a dangerous state of mind. Hundreds of thousands of people have lost their lives largely because of narrow-mindedness, so the danger of it cannot be overstated. Narrow-mindedness is like a computer virus that infects your internal operating system, and the longer it goes unchecked, the more it spreads and becomes entrenched, and the more harm it can do. This is why it's important to stay vigilant, as that can help you notice it before it gets a chance to do any sort of real damage. And this is also why it's important to adopt an open mind, as that can act like an antivirus to the narrow-mindedness virus. It can act like a gatekeeper for you, in that sense. Narrow-mindedness is bad for you. It is bad for others, and it can even hold you back and stop you from living your best life. It is just a terrible state of mind. Narrow-mindedness is a sneaky state of mind too. It's sneaky, and it can creep up on you without you even knowing it, which makes it even more dangerous, as even people who mean well might get affected by it without even knowing. This is one of the biggest reasons why it's important to develop self-awareness, because that is important. Self-awareness is important to keep the tendency of narrow-mindedness at bay. So awareness is important. What also helps though, and helps a lot, is adopting an open state of mind. Adopting an open state of mind can defeat narrow-mindedness at source, since open-mindedness requires the opposite sets of beliefs and operating rationale than that of narrow-mindedness. Those two states of mind don't usually exist in the same space about the same idea or belief. For any given idea, if you're adopting an open mind about it, it'll be hard, if not impossible, for narrow-mindedness to creep up on you and take root in your psyche. Oh, another big reason why you need to keep your mind open rather than closing it off is because a closed mind can easily cloud your judgment, which can then lead to terrible decisions and even decisions that you might regret later. Whereas keeping your mind open can help you make better quality decisions. So here's the bottom line. Don't let the virus of narrow-mindedness infect your mind. You already know why it's bad for you, so do not let it encroach and grow and fester inside your mind. Adopt an open state of mind, a mindset of curiosity, humility, and openness. Install that mindset because that's ultimately good for you, good for others. It can help you create a better life for yourself and the people you care about. And above all, because an open state of mind can help us make this world a better place. So whether you do it for yourself, or the people you care about, or the world, or for all of those reasons, it's important that you adopt an open state of mind. Open-mindedness promotes a harmonious, healthy, and happy life. I'd go as far as to say that it is an essential component of creating a great life. The importance of open-mindedness just cannot be stressed enough. So I'll leave you with this thought. If you want more harmony, better health, more happiness, you know what to do. Be open-minded and don't let narrow-mindedness infect your life.